Right, yeah. So for people who don't know you, how would you describe yourself on or off the court?
I would say I'm a pretty calm, confident, competitive person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's too much different between on and off the court, but
Yep.
uh, yeah, I just I like to go about my business, like movies, like playing sport, and getting out and hanging out with friends. So yeah,
Yep.
just yeah,
Yep. Much the same across it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's I find as I was younger, on the court, off the court looked very different for me.
Mm-hmm.
But as I've gotten older, I've become more confident in myself and who I am as a person, and it's kind of on and off the court's not too different anymore.
Yep. Yeah. You notice that would benefit your game a lot too, being able to carry that onto the court.
Yeah. I don't feel like I need to carry a persona on the court.
Yeah.
Obviously, you still get in modes where you get into mindsets on the court and being in a very competitive environment. But
Yep.
yeah, I don't feel like I'm putting on a front on the court, and
Yep.
yeah, just comfortable in who I am on and off.
Yep. So you're playing in the NBL one with the Bandits. What does it mean to you to represent a team like the Bandits?
Representing a team like the Bandits is really cool in the aspect of it really feels like you're playing for something other than yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Being a part of this community, the people, the club,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people that are invested, and so playing for a club like the Bandits just feels like there's a lot on the line in a really good way, that you're playing for more than just yourself each time you step out on the floor, and that's really exciting.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. We've been to quite a few local games here, and I think it was like you quite often get close to sellouts. You would feel that support, like it gets nice and loud in the crowd, and that you'd feel that support out in the court, wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's I remember the first time I played here, the support and just the impact that the crowd has. It's at this level, it's one of the best crowds
Mm-hmm.
that I've ever seen, and it's constant support, and
Yep.
it really does make a difference, and that's just what the Bandits are. It's not just the people on the court, it's the volunteers, the people in the background,
Mm-hmm.
and the people that come to the games.
Yep.
It's a whole thing, and it's really cool to be a part of.
So originally from Perth, and you recently went back over there for a stint. How did that opportunity come about, and how'd you go with it?
It came about. I knew a coach over there who I was close with, and always thought about playing for him. But it was more off the court. As I said, I'm from Perth, so
Yep.
I always thought that I'd end up back in Perth at some stage.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I was a bit to and from whether we were going to go back, but it was more just we really loved it here in Albury, and
Yep.
didn't necessarily want to leave, but we thought, as I said, probably something that I had in my head already, that we're always going to go back. So we just thought we'd give it one more go,
Mm-hmm.
and see what it was like, and see if it had changed. And then so with that, a coach that I knew over there reached out, who's a good friend, and we just got talking and got really excited, and it just made the move back so much easier.
Yep.
And it was really enjoyable, a lot of fun, but ultimately it liked it too much over here.
Yeah. So what did you find the biggest difference between playing and training in Perth compared to back here in Albury?
I didn't find it too different.
Mm-hmm.
It was most of these teams at this level, whether it's east, west, south, you got your normal trainings 2 nights a week and some extras.
Yep.
It was more just coming into a different environment and different people, different coaches, different coaching style.
Yeah, right.
That was probably the biggest difference. And whenever you're coming into a new team, it's always, how am I going to fit into that team? What does that look like? How do I work with the coaches and the players?
Yep.
And that's probably the biggest difference that I found. Not so much the actual trainings; they're pretty similar in that sense, but still learn a lot in just coming into a new environment.
Did the stint in Perth change your sort of way that you feel like you're heading in basketball at all?
Yes and no. I found I learned a lot about myself on the court and how I wanted to play.
Mm-hmm.
Being in the pursuit of professional basketball, a lot of it can be about yourself and where you're trying to get to, and getting the next contract or the next gig.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like in Perth, I found I got a lot more joy out of trying to help others
Yeah, okay.
and removing that pressure from myself of trying to do it for myself and just trying to be about other people, helping other people get better, mentoring some of the younger guys.
Yep.
And that was probably the biggest lesson I learned and took away from it.
Yep. What's one lesson you brought back with you that, or habit that you've brought back with you, and you continue to use here?
Probably the biggest thing that I was starting to build here that I probably continued to grow over there was just my approach to the game, and not being so bogged down in trying to get my pre-game routine right. Again, had some other stuff that I was doing outside of basketball, so couldn't always control what each game was going to look like and what the warm-up was going to look like going to different courts, and really trying to step away from having a perfect routine and just trying to do the best that you can with what you've got, and knowing that you have to perform every night regardless.
The basketball isn't just physical. How important is the mental side of the game to you?
Massive. It's probably the most important part.
Yeah, okay.
Especially now, just being mentally locked in is all the physical stuff. It's not changing. I'm aware of what the game's like and how physical it is, even uber physical games. So the mental side is probably the most important for me, especially, well, not especially, it starts off the court as well, just in day to day. And off the court, what I carry into the game, making sure that, I'm happy to go about my business, and I journal each day and try and take my mind off some stuff and kind of just not carry too many things on my shoulders or in my head. And then post game, not carrying wins and losses too heavily into the week, into next game, into the week. I used to do that quite a bit when I was younger. I'd take each loss really hard, and if we lost a game, I'd be upset, or if I didn't perform well, I'd be upset about it until Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even till the next game. Sometimes I used to carry that stuff really heavily. So it starts before the game, and then after it too, just building good habits for life, really, just to be mentally clear and focused.
So you mentioned about journaling. You just find that, like, straight after a game or after training or something like that, and you're just all clouded up with information or stressed about a certain situation, if you journal that down, you feel like you can let that go, move on, and then be able to improve from there.
Yeah. It's if I don't have anything going on or anything like that I need to break down, it's sometimes just writing some things that I'm grateful about, just to have a different perspective on the day. Making sure I'm starting each day right. To just, again, build a positive outlook on how I'm going about each day. Right. And then if there's big stuff that comes up, might do an extra journal or put that in there and talk about it, just to kind of get it out of my head and just really feel like, again, I could carry each day with a grateful and positive attitude.
Every athlete has their setbacks. What's a challenge in your career that's really hit you and set you back that you've had to deal with?
I'd probably say the biggest one, and probably that went for the longest period of time, was my whole college career.
Yeah, okay.
I was there for 3 years, and it was a lot of uncertainty, a lot of being recruited over, starting, not starting, playing well, not playing well, getting benched. And that whole time period was just a lot and made me question a lot about myself and basketball itself. It was probably the most challenging time that I had, just dealing with a lot of different things. And I'd set myself a goal, and the reason why it was probably the hardest time is because I set myself a goal of wanting to do something with basketball. At that point in time, it felt like it was all kind of crashing down. And I didn't really know where I was going or what I was going to do. And it was a really tough time, and it was a great experience. Don't get me wrong. Like, again, trying to separate on the court and off the court, like being able to go to America and play college basketball, I was very grateful to be able to do that and live in a different country for 3 years, and had a lot of great experiences, met my wife over there, met some really good people and friends. And it was a really good experience, but it also taught me a lot in that aspect as well. Yeah.
Did you ever have like thoughts or anything of giving away the game because of that, or you felt like you could grab what you got from there and bring back to Australia?
I don't. There was moments. I was probably still young enough where I'd never thought about like giving the game away.
Yep.
When I came back and just jumped straight back into NBL 1 or State League back then.
Yep.
And kind of just didn't really know where I was going, so I was just playing to play, and kind of reignited the joy for it.
Yep.
But there's been moments, ups and downs, all throughout my career, from when I was started in under 12s all the way till now, or not so much now, but where I've questioned what basketball is, what it's done for me, and there's been moments before, during, and after that college period where I've thought about if I'm going to give the game away or not, and it's probably been a big shift in myself, just reframing how I look at it and all the good that it's provided. As I said, I was grateful enough to be able to even go over there. I know basketball-wise, and it wasn't the best experience, but I still learned so much. I learned so much from the play style. I had a trainer over there who taught me so much, and it's made me who I am as a player and a person today. So although it wasn't the easiest time, it was still
worked.
Really, really helpful and really appreciative of the time.
How do you balance being an athlete while still being able to enjoy life off the court?
Through learning, I did not have a balance at all when I was younger. It was basketball 24/7, 100% of the time, and I just had no balance, and it affected probably my game as well, because if all I'm thinking about basketball, then I'm in my own head and overthinking stuff. So it's probably something that I've gradually learned over time as I've gotten older and understanding myself a little bit more, and just finding things that I enjoy outside of basketball, hanging out with friends, just doing things that take my mind away from the actual sport itself, and just finding other passions outside of the one that started it all, which was basketball.
And knowing when to switch off from basketball and switch to them to...
and like we talked about earlier, a lot of stuff can happen and change before the game, then you have the game, and then you have after the game. Like, it's such a small period. I probably not quickly realised, but it took me a bit of time to realise that it's such a small part. Like, a game is 2 hours, 3 hours. You got a few other things with trainings and shooting and workouts and stuff, but it's such a small part of life, and to let that one thing dictate all of your life, or a lot of it, it can be a lot mentally. So it's been a gradual process, but just having good people around you and finding things that I enjoy to do outside that just
let you switch off. Right, a couple of fun ones as we wrap up. Games on the line, last shot, you taking it or passing it?
Taking it. If it's the right shot.
Pre-game music, what's on your rotation, and does it change around much at all? Or?
It has changed quite a bit. When I was younger, I used to listen to very specific songs and music that would try and get me into a certain headspace to be able to prepare and focus for a game. Nowadays, it looks very different. It's more just whatever mood I'm in, it's going to chop and change. I love country music. That's always on rotation. Film scores, really, really enjoy that. I like movies, so hearing some really good like sounds and music from film, I love. But other than that, it does chop and change quite a bit. As I said, it's just really whatever mood I'm in. It's gonna change.
Just chuck it on. If basketball wasn't your chosen sport, what do you think you'd be playing instead or doing instead?
I played a lot of sports as a kid. Tennis, soccer, tried my hand at footy, wasn't great at it. I'd probably say now, most recently, I've gotten into golf in probably the last year, which has been really enjoyable. So probably recency bias, golf. And just because it's a fun, enjoyable game and gets you out and about, outside. And it's really freaking hard.
Right, last one. We ask all our guests this one. 3 dinner dates that are alive. Who have you got?
I'd have to go Kobe Bryant, one. Basketball
natural
player.
basketball.
Pretty natural choice. But also really good businessman and did a lot of stuff off the court, which I love.
very motivational.
Yeah. Ricky Gervais.
Yep.
All-round funny guy.
Yeah.
And probably the third one would be Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Interesting. Yep. Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for your time.
No worries. Thank you
and
very
good luck
much,
with the
mate.
season ahead.
Yeah.